The Modern Man tutorials. Be Plan for the worst, hope for the best when it comes to relationships, even divorce. There's a lot. Um, this is just a good philosophy in life. It's a one of the many philosophies I live up to. I live by. Is the you know plan for the worst, hope for the best. So I always plan that if I get in a relationship, it's going to end right at some point, whether because of me choosing for it to end or because of my significant other choosing to end it. So, with that in mind, right, having the idea that as soon as I start a relationship, I know that it could always end at any point in time. It could literally end the next day, right? Anything's possible. So, the idea here, the concept is to appreciate it, enjoy it, get the most out of the relationship while you still have it, right? Because you don't know what tomorrow brings, as they say, right? So everything you do should be as if there is no tomorrow, right? As if there is no continuation, that there could always be an end. Every good thing comes to an end, right? So the same thing goes with a relationship, a marriage. People, especially guys out there on the internet complaining about marriage and not getting married, not even getting in relationships because of the fact that it could end. And it's like, well, that's normal. Tons of things end. You watch an anime, you enjoy the first season, and then there's no season two. Yeah, it sucks, but you still got to enjoy the first season. You still got to enjoy the anime. The anime is still awesome. It's still going to be your favorite anime, even though it only had one season. So this ridiculousness of thinking that because something can end or it does end, that there's no point in even starting just because there is an ending. It's like there's no point in starting this if it's just gonna end. It's like the point is everything between the beginning and the end, right? The beginning of from the beginning of the relationship to the end of it, everything in between is worth it. It's what you want. It's what matters. There's an old saying called "It's better to love and lost, right? Lost, because you lose it, than to have never loved at all." Life without love is lame, especially if you have loved. You know how awesome it is. So you know that living without it, like having a life with no love, sucks. Just like you know how it feels to be happy, and you also know how it feels to be sad, and you know how awesome it is to be happy. You prefer to be happy, right? You wouldn't choose to be sad on purpose. You will want to be happy. So why would you choose to be single? Why would you choose not to get married? Why? Because of the end? Because of divorce? Because of a breakup? Could happen. Could, not guaranteed, but could. But let's go with the idea of guaranteed. What if you're guaranteed that if you marry somebody, it will only last 10 years and the divorce happens? Guaranteed. You know for a fact after 10 years you're going to divorce. Would you get married? Most people say no. From what I see on the internet, a lot of guys are saying no. But to me, it's like, but it's 10 years with someone you like. Especially if it's someone you really, really like. 10 years is better than nothing. But y'all really out here trying to have nothing. Literally complaining about, like, I'd rather not even try. Why? Waste my time. She'll take me for half of everything I got. Which is what? Which is barely anything. Most of the guys who says she'll take half of everything that I have. She'll divorce me for half is the term, right? She'll divorce me for half, but it's like half of what? What do you have that is such a big deal for you to lose half of? What half do you have? You don't have a mansion. You don't have a Bugatti. You don't got millions of dollars. So what half are you crying about? Half of your PS5 that somebody else probably bought for you. Half of your minimum wage check. Like what half are you referring to? Like I be seeing some of these guys who say that, like, oh, she'll take half. She'll take half. I'm like looking at him like, you be you barely have anything to take half of. Half of what half if she takes half of what you got, you still got nothing. That's the point. Half of nothing is still nothing. But whatever, to each their own. The point is, the people who do end up in situations where they do lose half, where the whole "oh she'll take half" comes from, it's usually rich people, millionaires, billionaires. Half of billions of dollars is still billions of dollars, or millions of dollars, however way you want to look at it. You know, like half of something, you still have the other half, and then when you have millions and millions of dollars, it don't matter because you'll still have millions and millions of dollars. And then here's the thing: you'll still have ways. The way you made that money is you'll still have that. So you still have the ability to make that money back. And then here's the other thing: it's money. It don't matter. You make it seem like they're taking half of your body or something, or cutting you in half or something like taking half your face off. So, like, you're exaggerating, making money, making it where losing half of your money or half of whatever you feel that's valuable that you don't want to lose half of. You try to make it more important than anything, like it matters, like it's irrelevant, it's materialistic. Most of what I hear out here, the complaints I hear, is materialistic stuff that's unimportant. You got guys out here that could barely get a female to even talk to them. There's guys getting rejected right off the bat where the girl's like, ew, no, go away, leave me alone. I could barely get a conversation, let alone getting laid, uh, a girlfriend boyfriend situation, or situationship, or friends with benefits, or marriage, or whatever. Most of you guys could barely get in the friend zone because if she really rejects you, you can't even get in the friend zone. Like a lot of you guys are are in worse situations, yet y'all want to have the audacity to bitch and complain about what you could get. I mean, what could happen if you even got something? Like, oh, if I marry her, she'll take me. She'll take half of everything. It's like, that's not marriage, that's divorce. You're saying divorce, she could take half. But again, what half are you complaining about? What half of the materialistic things you have that's so important that you can't give half? Rich people don't complain about giving half of anything away because they're still going to be rich and they could always make it back. That's nothing. This is why when you look at rich people like spending ridiculous amounts of money on like ridiculous things, like, wait, they spent $2 million on a children's birthday party. What the F? Exactly. $2 million on a child's birthday party. You y'all want to complain about divorce. And that's the thing. Complain about something you don't know nothing about. You haven't experienced divorce, so most of y'all don't know the F you're talking about when you talk about divorce. But the ones who have experienced divorce, well, clearly they weren't prepared for it. They didn't expect it to happen. So no surprise that they're butthurt about it. And then want to complain that, their life is terrible because they lost half of their stuff. And it's like, sounds like your life was already terrible. If half of what you already have equals that your life is shitty, then your life was already shitty. It was just halfway to being shitty, right? Literally, if they take half and then your life suddenly falls apart, then your life wasn't worth anything. Wasn't even that valuable if half of it being gone just automatically, tears your life apart. So this is the kind of nonsense I be seeing on the internet. Like, people really complain about shit that don't make sense to complain about. But like I said, plan, prepare. One of the easiest ways to solve the whole divorce situation is pay it. Get rich enough that you can easily afford the divorce, so it doesn't even matter. And then marry some other chick. She divorced you, it doesn't matter. You can afford it. Get to that level. Get to that level in life where you can afford to divorce 12 times and then not even be a big deal. Instead of all this whining, like, oh no, I should take half. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's just money. Man up. Do better. The point is, at least you'll get laid, right? you'll have somebody to sleep with, right, in bed, and have memories and shit. Focus on the good side. Y'all always want to dwell on the dumb shit, the childish shit.